Democrats are beginning to find a blueprint for fighting the Trump administration. Just take a look at how New Jersey Congresswoman Mikie Sherrill, who is running for governor, is addressing the chaos in a new campaign ad.
As governor,
she'll drive down costs from health care to housing, fight the Trump-Musk madness
that's wrecking our economy, even threatening Social Security.
I was trained in the Navy that in a crisis, you run toward the fight. New Jersey will not be pushed around, not on my watch.
And Democratic Congresswoman Mikie Sherrill joins us now. I mean, she's not going to be pushed around on Trump's watch, honey. I like that.
It's a very good ad. Congresswoman, there are two big races in the country this year. In the state of Virginia, between Spanberger and Winsome Sears, and your race in New Jersey, which set in motion what happens in 2026, quite honestly. How is your race for governor playing out in terms of your potential role as governor up against an administration like the Trump administration, as we just talked in the last segment, really does not care for governors, particularly if they're not from his party, in a way that can be helpful in dealing with the business of your state?
Yeah, you know, it's so striking because normally as a governor, you would regard the federal government as a partner in many of the endeavors you have to move the state's economy forward, to protect rights and freedoms in your state. And yet now you see a federal government who's really attacking all of that. I hear from small business owners about how, you know, these tariff prices are affecting their ability to keep their business open. One owner saying, you know, the 145% increase on the goods I'm importing, I could maybe do 50%, but 145, I'm out of business. We have developers saying, look, I've got to halt all projects because HVAC systems are going up 30 to 40% because of tariffs. My local coffee shop saying, you know, coffee's going up because of tariffs. We import our coffee beans. So at every level, from, you know, coffee to development throughout the state, we are seeing this federal government's chaos impacting our ability to run our economy, which is why I'm running for governor. Because we're going to need really strong leadership at the state level. That's federalism, right? As we see a sort of out of control dictator arresting people off the street with no charges, deporting them mistakenly, and then having no plan to get them back. Some of the stuff that we've seen coming on the White House's official feed is incredibly disturbing in a democracy. So that's why we need governors. That's why I'm running for governor, because I'm going to make sure that we're investing in housing and driving down utility costs and making sure we fix our broken healthcare system, demanding our federal funding back into our state. If the federal government's not running a Department of Education, then give us our money back. What are we paying for? We'll run it here in New Jersey, and that's what I intend to do.
You know, Congresswoman, you make a very good point about the fight that is being set up between, it is literally the people who believe in lawlessness and doing what is right for their constituents and versus Donald Trump and his ideology. Take us inside this race for governor. I'm looking at reporting right here that from NBC that a Trump win has insiders questioning women's electability. And the headline goes on to say, Mikie Sherrill shrugs it off in New Jersey. You are running in this is a Democratic primary. There are a number of other challengers in this race. Some New Jersey Democrats say the electability doubts following Harris's loss underscore a broader challenge for female candidates in the state. Democrats have nominated a woman for governor only once, backing then State Senator Barbara Buono to take on GOP Governor Chris Christie in 2013. Are you concerned about what Democrats in New Jersey, these unnamed Democrats, are apparently saying?
No, I mean, we know in New Jersey that actually Harris and Clinton and Christine Todd Whitman have all won the state. So running a woman statewide here in New Jersey has been successful. I think what I'm more concerned about is delivering for the people of New Jersey. And that's why I have an affordability agenda. That's why I've laid out chapter and verse exactly what I'm going to do to deliver. Because in too many cases, as Democrats, we've laid out a great agenda, but we need to actually deliver for people. People need to see their costs going down, building, their opportunity increasing. And right now, with the federal government attacking that kind of opportunity, attacking rights and freedoms, here in New Jersey, we're going to lead. I'm going to lead on a different path forward, making sure that not only am I ensuring that here in New Jersey, people have opportunity no matter what your background is, but that I'm also making sure we're cutting through the red tape in Trenton. We're getting permitting reform. We're getting better clean power into the utility grid and driving down costs, that we're building houses so we can address this inability of anybody to either meet their mortgage payments or their rental payments. So this is the kind of leader that we need in New Jersey. It's why I'm running for governor. And I think that's a very powerful message, not just for New Jersey, but for the Democratic Party.
I want to drill down a little bit further on that, Congresswoman, before we let you go. In a tweet, you marked yourself as an advocate for improving reproductive health, and that's an important aspect of this. But you highlighted specifically black maternal mortality crisis, noting black women in New Jersey are nearly 7 times more likely to die from maternity-related complications than white women. That's unacceptable. During Black Mental Health Week and all year long, I will continue to fight to eliminate disparities and end the black maternal health crisis by fighting to pass legislation like Representative Underwood's Black Maternal Omnibus Bill. I want to tag to Simone's point, because I think the part that's not on the table is black women right now have largely checked out of American politics. And they've made
We're paying attention, but we're at home.
Yeah, they're paying attention, but they're at home, and they're not lifting a lot of fingers. What's your motivation in this race with respect to that constituency, broadly speaking, that will be an important part of either a win or a loss in November?
Well, I think somebody forgot to tell black women in New Jersey that they were all staying home for this race, because they are a powerful force here. And I think continue to be a powerful force, but also, like so many people, want to see results and want to say, look, if I'm going to get out and work for the Democratic Party in New Jersey, I want the Democratic Party of New Jersey to work for me. So what's on the table here? And I think one of the key things that has been flagged by the Black Caucus in New Jersey, and certainly black women here, is the black maternal health crisis. And when we look at those numbers, they're horrible. We know that women's health care is not where it should be in this country. We are underrepresented in every level of competence in medical care, and black women's health is worse by every measure. And certainly making sure that we address this, that we have a better experience, that there are doulas and midwives who are black women who understand the experience and can make sure that people who go to the hospital who are pregnant are treated well, no matter what the color of their skin is, and making sure that they have the ability to have advocates for them in the hospital system, because right now it's obviously not happening here.
All right, Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill of the great state of New Jersey, candidate for governor. Thank you so much for being with us.